yeah, basically I had an occupational therapist, and she told me I had dyspraxia, and mum went to plenty of doctors to try and find out what it is and how it was. But basically, after I was diagnosed with dyspraxia, I was in quite a posh school in Worthing, and then they decided to tell me to leave. And I think at the time when school seems to be very much like where all the cows go to drink, and if there's a lion, they don't want anything that's going to cause a problem. They don't want to have to put the work in, so it's easier to tell someone to leave. And I went to other schools, and I went to some other schools, and a lot of these schools have told me to get lost because of this problem. And I can, to a degree, I do see their point, because they have to work twice as hard than they do to any other. But at the same time, it really knocks a person's confidence and a person's self-esteem. At the time, I was so young, it really didn't matter. It was just like, okay, you're clumsy and you can't write as well. That's it. But as I got older, the sort of depth to dyspraxia and the negative side really became apparent, because I was being made to do things that I really wasn't set up to do. And as a kid, you kind of think to yourself, well, I'm supposed to be like everyone else, so why can't I be like everyone else? And that's kind of tricky sometimes. It has caused me to, some of the dark stuff and the dirty stuff that I've gone through is suicide, low self-esteem, like plummetingly low self-esteem. I feel like I can look at a book on how to pilot a nuclear submarine and I'll get it, but in terms of can I go up and talk to a girl? No, because I hate myself still today. I'm 31 years old. I know I've got tons to give to this world and everyone in it, but I just can't seem to get over those hurdles. And there's been a few occasions where suicide's been something that's prevalent. Have a big Asian family, and I feel like I can't, with my dad, who's the gatekeeper to that family, I feel like I can't go there because they don't accept me because of the things I've done. They're all very high functioning people, you know. But coming here and meeting these people, especially at Dyspraxic Me, was good, because it taught me that, you know, there are people just like me, and I just need to learn how to cope, which is what. But the thing I'm just angry about, it has knocked out a few really good opportunities for me, which is really hard. But another factor is because at the time my parents were first generation immigrants, so they didn't really understand, you know, the whole British culture thing. So they were kind of sore thumbs, and there were times where I was abused physically by my parents because of this, and it's been really hard. And it wasn't their fault, because they were just sort of dealing with the stress of being in this country and trying to run a business and being sometimes facing racism, and then they have this kid who's you know, shooting off like a firework. But it's really, it did divide my family for a while, and I still don't speak to my father and stuff, which is hard, because, you know, I mean, we did have good times, but I feel like he just doesn't accept this side of me, and thus I've had a hard time accepting this side of myself. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a gift. It's a gift. I do weird things, like when there's people in trouble, I help them, which is really weird because no one else seems to do that. There was a guy who got hit by a car. He was on a bicycle, and I had a bag at the time, and I didn't think about it. I just slid the bag under his head and called got him an ambulance and everything, and he was in a really bad way. But yeah, but I feel the other thing is that there's sometimes when you want to do something and a lot of other people will want to do it and you're better than them, sometimes people will use underhand tactics, and defending against those underhand tactics is something that I've really come a cropper with. I mean, I would say to anyone who's dyspraxic and they think they can do something, find mentors. Like now, do it now. Don't wait, do it. Just find mentors, and just they will see the good in you. Because people who are smarter than you and who are more talented than you will share with you. I think if you want to get through school and you want to get GCSEs, that's really possible now if you're dyspraxic. I can't say for everyone else because I don't know how it deals with one person to the other, but I think that is an achievable goal. That wasn't still in the late 90s, that wasn't. However, I think in the workplace there's a whole different thing, and I think it's just you're having to find a way to integrate yourself to the workspace. So I don't think a lot of dyspraxic people will go and work for companies. I think they'll set up their own. They'll be in high levels of creativity of whatever they're doing, and I think they'll succeed as well, because they'll have the God-given nous to see the different thing that no one else can see. You know, Nike have a great saying, you know, that's worked for a decade now, and so does Ridley Scott, one of my favourite directors. Just fucking do it. If you have something you feel really passionate about and you really want to do it, and especially if you're in school and someone's saying, oh no, you'll never do anything, believe me, those people are full of shit. They don't know. They want to say you can't do something because they can't do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just go. The only thing you need to do along the way is get the social thing down, and then I guarantee you, if you do something, we spend most of our lives either at home or working. You know, everyone dies, but not everyone lives. So just do it. Just do it. Just do whatever you want to do. Just go for it. Don't let anyone stop you.